माननीय कुलपति जी, इस कार्यक्रम के मुख्य अतिथि माननीय डॉक्टर के राधाकृष्णन जी को दीक्षांत भाषण देने हेतु आमंत्रित करें।
I, Shiv Kumar Pandey, Kulpati, Pandit Ravishankar University, invite Dr. K. Radhakrishnan, the chief guest of the function, for his convocation address.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Chhattisgarh and the Chancellor of Pandit Shukla University, Shri Shekhar Dutt, Honorable President of Chhattisgarh Legislative, Shri Dharamlal Kaushik, Honorable Ministers of Chhattisgarh State, Shri Brij Mohan Agarwal and Shri Hemchand Yadav, Honorable Mayor, Srimati Hiranmayi Naik, the state dignitaries present, distinguished Vice Chancellor Dr. Shiv Kumar Pandey, Registrar of the University Shri Krishna Kumar Chandrasekhar, the members of the Executive Council, Academic Council and Board of Studies, erudite deans and faculty members, graduating students and their proud parents, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen. I deem it my proud privilege to be invited here to participate in this solemn event and also to deliver the 17th convocation address of Pandit Ravishankar Shukla University, named after the first Chief Minister of the erstwhile Madhya Pradesh state. At the outset, I offer my special greetings to the students who are receiving their degrees from this prestigious institute. Congratulations, my dear young friends, and also congratulations to your parents and teachers who must be evenly proud on your academic excellence, which comes to fructification today. I am also elated to be alongside you to receive this honorary doctorate. I accept this admiration with paramount gratitude and humility. Friends, the convocations are milestones. It recognizes not only the accomplishment of a significant goal, but also the promise of an exciting future. As we look to that future, I wish to consider the option of taking action on the key technical, social or environmental issues that our country is facing today. Please bear in your enlightened minds that we make a living by what we earn, but we make a life by what we contribute. As I step into this picture to state of Chhattisgarh, I sense a hint of excitement and joy. I am amazed with the natural beauty, which is in fact prettier than what appears in our satellite images, as it gets intertwined with the social and cultural legacy of this part of the country. In our younger days, I remember to be enthralled by Tijan Bai, the global face of Pandavani. In your day of glory, allow me to elucidate how science and technology with a sense of purpose could discover avenues for significant social accentuation and improvements in the quality of life of people on a sustained manner. 5 decades ago, the founding father of Indian space program, Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, envisioned a meaningful role for space science and technology in finding solutions to the problems of common man and society as a whole in our country, which is quite in contrast to approaches pursued by our other spacefaring nations of that era. I take immense pride in saying that the vision enunciated by Dr. Sarabhai echoes the core values that have been enshrined in ISRO, its management philosophy and governance structure, while engaging itself in quite a challenging domain of space technology involving complex and large high-technology systems that are required to function in unforgiving space environments that are often unpredictable or less understood. Today, leading spacefaring nation in terms of technological capability and capacity. Currently, with an enviable constellation of 9 geostationary satellites and 8 polar orbiting satellites, space-based infrastructure for a wide band of applications pertaining to communications, broadcasting and Earth observations is provided. Our operational launch vehicle PSLV had 16 successful missions. PSLV has also launched so far 25 satellites for foreign customers. We also successfully placed some of our communication and weather satellites in the geostationary orbit with our GSLV, and we have specific plans for the future to induct the Indian cryogenic stage. Under a commercial alliance, we also built 2 communication satellites for European satellite service providers. Our Chandrayaan-1 paved way for one of the astounding discoveries of the millennium, that is, the presence of water and hydroxyl molecules in the lunar environment, and the subsequent finding of subsurface water ice in the permanently shadowed craters of the lunar North Pole. And during all these years of existence, we stood as a role model in the frontier of space-based societal services and disaster management support. Space-based communications focus towards food and water security, weather and climate, environment and ecosystem, education and healthcare, skill development, rural communication, infrastructure development, disaster management support, smart governance and sustainable development. With a geographical area of 1.35 lakh square kilometer, ornamented with 45% of rich forest reserve, and a wealth of minerals like coal, iron, limestone, etc., your beautiful state opened up diverse avenues for ISRO to implement some of our flagship programs related to natural resources management. I would like to highlight a few of them which are of much use for the state. We have carried out many useful projects for the state using our resource sat and cartosat data. Mother Nature has bestowed you with a rich forest and biodiversity which needs extra care. Our forest management information system has provided the information backbone for better management of forests. We also developed a comprehensive natural resources database with information system which facilitates decision making up to village level for various projects being utilized by several government schemes like Sarvagramin Rozgar Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, infrastructure, Anganwadi, education, medical, PWD, etc. Prioritization of watersheds and water resources development for panchayat and rural development departments in the state. This is another area. Also estimation of water spread area and aquaculture potential of village ponds. These all could be accomplished. For land records development department and many of the e-government services in your state, we have developed village maps for more than 20,000 villages to provide digital databases on a GIS platform. Many projects related to geological exploration for minerals have been undertaken in the state using remote sensing images. Space-based remote sensing data could be used in future to generate and provide resource atlas for the entire state, addressing various natural resources for better management at village panchayat level, which will also include monitoring of vegetation status, crop acreage and production estimation on a sustained basis, establishment of state information system with geoscientific and socio-economic parameters, disaster management information system, etc. We started satellite-based communication system with the primary objective to connect the entire country along with inaccessible terrains. Other aspects included broadcasting of information to retain cultural integrity and developmental program to propagate appropriate practices for health hygiene and dissemination of knowledge and continuing education across the country. This system augurs greatly with the National Rural Health Mission or literacy campaign that have been taken up by the Planning Commission. Nationally, thousands of classrooms across the country are connected to each other with INSAT satellite bandwidth on the highly acclaimed tele-education program. Around 500 village resource centers are set up with help from the state governments, NGOs, etc. across the nation to provide information about natural resources, job opportunities, e-governance and telemedicine, tele-education services. The Education for All campaign thus converges with Indian Space Program. The Chhattisgarh state has been largely benefited from such program. For example, about 50 schools have been connected in the state with a hub established in Raipur itself to complement your enviable 65% literacy range. About 110 terminals have been installed for Panchayat and Rural Development Department to facilitate teleconferencing and training at block level through the expert center located at SIRD, Raipur. At this juncture, I would like to compliment the government of Chhattisgarh for the fantastic foresight that has shown by having initiated the establishment of Chhattisgarh Space Application Center in as early as 2003. Today, this organization engages itself in activities related to remote sensing and GIS-based applications and SATCOM, or earlier EduSat-based training, tele-education and health-related projects. Let me turn now to the graduating students. You will now be entering into a new phase in your life. A life full of formidable challenges, which I sternly believe you will be able to face by virtue of the knowledge acquired during your stay at this institute. Your success, both personal and professional, is determined by three things: how we think, how we act, and what we believe. I would like to leave you with a few thoughts to ponder on. Take time to analyze yourself first. Identify your Achilles heel and attend to it. If you have 8 hours to chop a tree, take 6 hours to sharpen your axe. Please mind your brain is a powerhouse of creative energy. Unleash the creative power in you. Think and be innovative. A person who uses his imagination and creativity can outperform the other with more tangible resources. Machine must work. Men must think. Develop inner strength and character. The emotional quotient. Remember, tough times do not last. Tough people do. Inculcate the spirit of leadership. Be the navigator and the steersman as well. Believe in your conscience. It will never misguide you. Do what you think is right and know what was right. I would like to quote Swami Vivekananda to wrap it up. Mind you, this is life's experience. If you really want the good of others, the whole universe may stand against you and still cannot hurt you. It must crumble before your power, the Lord Himself in you, if you are sincere and really unselfish. As a final point, I would like to convey my cavernous gratitude to the Chancellor, the Vice Chancellor, the members of the Executive Council, Academic Council and Board of Studies of the University for having given me this opportunity to address you on this occasion. I would also like to congratulate graduating students once again and wish them all success in life. May the Almighty always be with you in your journey to success. Thank you.